um, market participants are, at least there's a narrative out there that Kevin Warsh is, more hawkish, and that there's going to be, a higher, that there is more hawkish somehow than Powell. Uh, that does not, the numbers don't support that. The narrative is that there's some kind of hawk in Kevin Walsh, but there's more than a 50% probability for a cut now. That was at 47. Remember, at 45, 46, 47, now 50. So it'll be interesting to see how that develops here. Something to note here about the Friday price action. We have Shanghai, and I'm going to jump right to silver here because it's just absolutely amazing what has gone on here. So there's 368,000 contracts. So take that number by 5,000. And the annual production of silver is right around 800 million ounces. So, we're talking about 3 times the annual production of silver that traded on Friday. Think about that for a moment. And then the actual contract, the open interest change is only negative 6,159 contracts. That makes absolutely no sense. That's the first thing that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. As you know, back in 2025, where we had the data center cooling issue, where the entire CME shut down because of silver, because there was a delivery issue. They couldn't deliver. There were no circuit breakers that went off on Friday. Conveniently, right? You are witnessing, history was written. There's been many moments in history where you can imagine they're writing about these types of things in textbooks, in history books. We witnessed one of them. One of them was at the end of 2025 with the data center, and the other is, it appears that Western financial pricing mechanisms are breaking down. They are breaking down. Now, we don't know what the spread is right now between Shanghai and the US, because Shanghai is limit down. Now it shows here that they're at 105. That's a $26 premium. I don't have that data. Let me just check it again and make sure to see if I can see any type of Shanghai price here that is changed. And no, I'm showing limit down closure from Shanghai. We might have opened back up here and it shows 95. So even if we are talking about 95, we're at 81. That's $15. So still a $15 premium. Pretty incredible. So let's keep moving here. Let's talk about where the indices are actually breaking down. And you can see here our line in the sand at the 1890 has actually pierced the 61.8% line. Now, why that is important is because this stream continues at eMoneyAddict.com. The link is in the description. Join me there for tools and resources for learning measured move trading. I wrote the book on the measured move. Check out the hundreds of others that have learned trading plan development, pattern recognition, money management, and trading discipline with me to become the best, most confident trader that you can be.